Hello students, welcome back to social science class. And today also, we will be discussing about the topics that we find in Nagaland book. So we will be talking about Nagaland in this session. So the first topic that we will be discussing now is, let's do on this. Climate of Nagaland. Climate of Nagaland. Now here, one thing I want you to know is, please know the difference between weather and climate. Because many times what happens is, when you write the answer of this, we have find that many of you, as I've said before, since we are all used to the weather here, that is, we are all from Nagaland, what you tend to do is you tend to write it in your own, and when you do that, you lose out marks. So everything is written clearly in the textbook, and here when you write about Nagaland, the main thing that you need to do is, we need to write about how the temperature, what is the temperature, or how are the months divided, that is according to the weather, or to do with how many centimeter of rains we get. All these you need to mention, when you write about this climate. So now let's do a little bit on that. So when we say climate, climate, we are talking about the long run. Weather, that is the short one, the short notice, so know the difference there. So here, when we say climate, regarding the climate of Nagaland, you will find that the climate of Nagaland is pleasantly warm, isn't it? Pleasantly warm, because as it is written in the textbook, the climate of Nagaland is generally cool in winter and pleasantly warm in summer. So that shows that the climate of Nagaland is very, very favorable. It is very favorable for us. Then here again, when we talk about the season, you all know that the season has been divided. We have 4 seasons, isn't it? Summer, winter, autumn, spring. But here regarding Nagaland, we don't use that. We don't write as summer, autumn, autumn, spring. We don't follow that. What we do is, as it is again written clearly, this we call it as the 4 distinct seasons. And those 4 distinct seasons, they are called as the when we say winter, we are talking about the cold season. Cold season is called as winter. That is one season. Then the second season, we call it as hot season. That means pre-monsoon. Then the 4th one, we call it as rainy season. Rainy season, that means monsoon. And the last season, that is cool, dry season. That is the retreating monsoon. So that is the 4 distinct seasons that we follow here in Nagaland. So one is called as the cold season. Then we have the hot season, then the rainy season, and the cool, dry season. So please make sure you remember those 4 distinct seasons. Then coming to this temperature. Now regarding the temperature, that is the average summer temperature is 22 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. That is to do with the summer. So in summer, the temperature is 22 to 27 degrees Celsius. Then talking about this winter, that is winter means from maybe it will be from December, January, and so on. So there the temperature is, it comes down between 4 degrees Celsius to 1 degree Celsius. Got it? So in the winter season, the temperature, it comes down to 4 degree to 1 degree Celsius. Then in summer season, we have the average temperature is 22 degrees Celsius to 27 degree Celsius. So that is the temperature. So make sure you mention that also. Then you will, as I've said, you have to mention about the 4 distinct seasons. Then you also need to write a little bit about how the months are so to say, classified or divided, okay, basing on the season, okay. So here it is written again clearly, that is the cold season, it starts in December and continue till the end of February. So cold season means we are talking about the month of December to February, okay. Then coming to the hot season, okay, the hot season will be the March and April, okay. Then we have June and July also. But what happened here is in Nagaland, okay, during hot season also, because of the rainfall, because of the shower, okay, the temperature is minimized. And that is the reason why they say it is pleasantly warm in summer. It is not hot, but pleasantly warm in summer. So when you write about the climate, you have to mention all these things, okay? Then talking about rainfall, okay? We know we get lots of rainfall, isn't it? So talking about this rainfall also, we need to, okay? You need to mention how many, this thing, talking about this rainfall, okay, how many centimeter do we get? So all those you have to mention, okay, when you write about the climate. Then only you will be able to score more marks, okay. So please make sure you remember those points when this question is being asked, that is to do with the climate, okay. And as I've said, know the difference between weather and climate, okay. Then the next topic, okay, the next topic that we will do a little bit on is the geographical features of Nagaland, okay, the geographical features of Nagaland. So the geographical features, okay. Now when we say geographical features, we are talking about where is Nagaland, okay, who are its neighboring neighbors, okay, all those we are talking about here, okay, in the geographical features, or regarding the size, okay, how big is Nagaland. So all those, again, here also you have to be specific, okay, you have to make sure you mention those, because when you talk about this geographical features, okay. Now physically, the state of Nagaland is, we can say, it is roughly triangular in shape, okay. The state of Nagaland is roughly triangular. You all know the shape of triangle, isn't it? So it is roughly triangular in shape. Then when we talk about the size, okay, it has an area of 16,579 square kilometer. The size of Nagaland is 16,579 square kilometer, okay. So that also you have to mention. Then apart from this, you also need to mention the neighboring countries, which are our neighboring countries, okay. And here it is mentioned that Nagaland is bounded by the state of Arunachal Pradesh, okay. We have Arunachal Pradesh on the north. Then we have Manipur on the south, okay. Then Myanmar on the east and Assam on the west, okay. So the state of Nagaland is surrounded by all these state again, or this state, okay. So we have Arunachal Pradesh on the north, okay. Then Manipur in the south, Myanmar in the east and Assam in the west. So that is how the state of Nagaland is, or that is where it is situated, okay. Then apart from this, again, we also know that geopolitically, okay, when you come to politics, that is geopolitically, Nagaland is a sensitive state, okay. It is a very sensitive state, and the reason why it says it is sensitive is, again, because we are this surrounded or close to other countries again, okay, and that is China. China lies close in the north, okay. In the northern part of Nagaland, we are very close to China. Then the other one is in the west, we have Bangladesh, okay. On the western side, we have Bangladesh. Then we have again Burma, okay. That is Myanmar and Thailand on the east. So we are neighbors to these other countries. So we have China, okay, then Bangladesh, Myanmar and Thailand. All these countries are very close to us, and that is why geopolitically, okay, geopolitically, Nagaland is considered as a very, very sensitive state, okay. Then we also have here, you need to mention about the golden triangle, okay, the golden triangle. Now, when we say golden triangle, we are talking about Myanmar and Thailand. They merge together, forming a common valley, and that valley is called as the golden triangle, okay. And this golden triangle, nowadays, it is becoming very, very important because of trading. People go there to do business with one another. So this area is now becoming very important, okay. So all these you need to mention, okay. Then you can also write about that Nagaland is a hilly mountain. We all know that, isn't it? Then you can mention about some important mountains also that are found in Nagaland. Like we have this Saramati, isn't it? Saramati mountain is there. Then we have this Jaffa mountain, okay? So all those mountains also you can mention there in this geographical features of Nagaland, okay? So as I've said before, when you write about these geographical features, you need to be specific, okay? So here, as I've said, physically the state of Nagaland is triangular in shape. Then it has an area of 16,000, isn't it? 579 square kilometer. Okay. Then it is one of the northeastern state of India. Okay. Then again, you also have to write about the neighboring countries or the neighboring state. Okay, and that is we have Arunachal Pradesh, okay, on the north, Manipur in the south, then Myanmar in the east, and we have Assam in the west. So all these states, they surround us. Then geopolitically again, as I've said, Nagaland is a very sensitive state because we are close to the other countries. Other countries means we are talking about other countries apart from India, okay? We are not talking about the state. You have to, the first one that we did just now, Arunachal, then all those Manipur, Assam, those are to do with state, okay? Then here, geopolitically, Nagaland is a sensitive state because we are close to other countries. Other countries means we are talking about China, okay? China, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand, all these are close to us. And that is why Nagaland is called as a very sensitive state, okay? Then apart from this, you also need to write about the Golden Triangle, okay? Where all these three countries, that is Bangladesh, Myanmar and Thailand, they merge together, okay, at a valley, and that valley is called as the Golden Triangle. And this Golden Triangle, nowadays, it is becoming important because of trading, okay? It has become a trading center. Then apart from this, you can also mention a little bit about the mountains, okay? Write about the mountains because Nagaland is a mountainous state, isn't it? But apart from the mountain also, we all know that there are also some plains, isn't it? There are also some plain area. So when you come to the hilly mountains, what you can do is, you can write about this Mountain Saramati, or Jaffa mountain, okay? Then when you come to the plains, as it is written, okay, the plains area of the state is limited to Dimapur, Jaluki, and the adjoining areas with Assam. So those are the areas where we find plain, okay? The areas are plain apart from the mountains, okay? Then you can also write about that the capital, that is Kohima is the capital of Nagaland, as you are all aware, okay? And this is situated at 1,444 meters, okay, above sea level. So all these you need to mention, okay? And if you mention this, easily you will get full marks, okay? So I hope I was able to make you understand some points there, okay? Now, the next topic, let's do on this agriculture, okay? We will do on agriculture. Now, this agriculture, again, it will be very easy for you because This agriculture, you have already discussed it in the other textbook, that is in the geography part, okay? So I'm sure you will find it easy. So coming to agriculture, in the agriculture of Nagaland, there are two types of agriculture that are practiced in Nagaland. One is called as we call it as the Jum cultivation, and the other one is called as the Terrace cultivation, okay? So those are the two types of agriculture that are practiced in Nagaland, okay? So here, talking about this Jum, okay? Jum cultivation, names will be twisted. It is called, or it can also be known by other name, okay? One is Jum cultivation, or we call it as the primitive cultivation also, or it is also known as the slash and burn cultivation. Got it? So please make sure you remember that, because questions can be twisted, okay? So agriculture, we have two types, Jum and Terrace. So regarding this Jum cultivation, it is, or it can also be known by other name, that is the primitive agriculture or the slash and burn agriculture, okay? So here, talking about this Jum cultivation, when we say slash and burn, okay, from there itself, you will know, because many of you, you have seen it, you have witnessed it, and I'm sure you have even gone to the field also. Jum cultivated field, okay? I'm sure of that. So what happened here is, what the farmers does is, okay, first they will try to find a clearing, okay? They will try to find a place, a suitable place where they can cultivate their crops, okay? So after selecting that site, what the farmers will do is, they will cut down all those trees that are there in that site, okay? They will cut down the trees, and the trees will be kept as it is. It will be lying there for some days or for months, okay? Then after, the reason why it is being kept there is so that it can be dried, okay? So once it is dried, again the farmers, they will set fire to it, okay? Those trees that they had cut down, they will set fire to it. And the reason why they are setting fire to it is to add more manure to the soil, okay? So they will add fire to it, they will burn the trees and so on. Then after it has been burned, they will clear up all the debris, okay? All the big logs, okay? Half burned or whatever it is, they will try to put it on the side, okay? And they will clear the area. Then since the area itself, since the soil itself is very soft, they don't go for usually, they don't dig it up or whatnot, okay? They just try to skim it up. And so this is how they try to cultivate. So first the clearings will be cleared, okay? They will set fire to it. All these are to add more manure, okay? Fertilizer, or so to say, artificial, not artificial, but natural fertilizer, isn't it? So all these are made, and this is how crops are cultivated, okay? Then apart from the crops on the side, they even try to cultivate all those maize, okay, cucumber, pumpkins, and so on, along with the crops. So this is to do with the Jum cultivation. Now, coming to terrace cultivation, okay? Terrace cultivation, what they do is, they try to, we can say, to make it simple, okay? They try to put try to make the slope into sort of step, okay? They will try to cut it into step, and the reason why is so that they can channel the water into it, okay? Because in terrace cultivation, they need lots of water. So this is how it is done, okay? So they will make a step sort of, then after doing that, they will dig it up, okay? Then after digging it up, they will put water into it, and it will be made into full muddy soil. I'm sure, as I've said before, you know how it is being done, because I'm sure you have done it yourself also, isn't it? Then on the other side, they will try to plant the crops, that the different crops that they want to plant in the field, okay? And after it has reached a certain stage, they will again pluck it out and put it in the terrace field. So the difference here is, in Jum cultivation, it doesn't need that much water, but in terrace, okay, it needs water. because without water, it will not be able to survive, okay? They will not be, that is the farmers, they will not be able to get good harvest. So here also, as I've said, when we talk about agriculture, make sure you mention the two, okay? And when you write the two, again, basing on the marks, you have to explain about it, okay? Please be clear about it. You have to explain about it, okay? So that is to do with agriculture. So as always, please make sure you don't forget to study this Nagaland book, okay? Because last year also you have used it. So I'm sure all of you have this book with you. So make sure you read it, you go through it, because 10 marks will be coming from this textbook, okay? That is from this Nagaland topic. And if you tend to forget it, then you are going to lose out marks. So make sure you do it. Then apart from that, as always, make sure you read the textbook. Please go to your textbook, underline those points that you have doubts on, and once school resumes, you can clarify your doubts from your teacher. So for today, that is all. Thank you for tuning in and stay safe.